Of course, Yuma is not the only place where cartels and smugglers are trafficking people into the U.S. The newest member of Team 12, Allison Rodriguez, spent the last few days in Nogales and brings us up to date from there.
You know, the feeling we've been getting here in Nogales is different than what we are seeing in other parts of southern Arizona. Most people I've spoken to here say they aren't as concerned about Title 42 as they are about the local economy. And that may be because some of the biggest gaps in the wall are just outside of the city. But that is where Border Patrol agents are stopping migrants and asylum seekers. And the people you're going to see now, I want to tell you, they did give us permission to share their story. They say people need to know how dire the situation is. Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's what Hector Sanchez says drove him and his group to travel from central Mexico to the border in Nogales, Arizona.
They killed my cousin. They kicked us out of our house. We don't have anywhere to return to, and we can't go back.
Sylvia Sotelo says criminals kidnapped her 14-year-old daughter, and when she got her back, she discovered someone had sexually assaulted her.
They threatened me that if I talked, they will come for us. So I quieted down, and I didn't say anything. But now, my daughter is pregnant, and so we had to leave.
They decided now would be the time to cross before Title 42 officially ended Thursday night.
In despair, that's what encouraged us to do this. It was the last alternative from what we were hearing on the news, that it's going to get more complicated after.
It's just one of the many encounters Border Patrol is going to have today. This is one of the busiest gaps in the wall for the Nogales station, and most of the groups will cross right here and present themselves to officials waiting on the other side. But other gaps along the wall are busy too. In Sassabee, Arizona, just west of Nogales, we rode with humanitarian aid worker Gail Kocerek Wednesday, who drives up and down the wall, giving or leaving life-saving water for people crossing.
Somos Samaritanos!
She's yelling to a scout on the Mexico side, checking for when the coast is clear. Her group, Tucson Samaritans, works to make sure people crossing have food or water. They know the desert is unforgiving and that the migrants or asylum seekers are not told the truth about it.
They get lied to constantly. They don't have a clue.
Gail's group isn't the only one watching. As we saw one group walking along the border fence, a watch group stopped and approached them. Border Patrol agent Robert Ortiz says these groups are not affiliated with the agency.
This is open to any U.S. citizen, right? So anybody who wants to come, it is either Forest Service land, state trust land, city land, so anybody can go up there.
The agents have a tough job managing the crossers and keeping up with the changing tactics to try and slip through.
Now it's going to be like 2 over there, 2 right here, 2 over there. They're going to wait to see which one I respond to, and then they're going to go that deal. So the game has changed a little bit.
It's a cat and mouse game that is only getting more complicated now that Title 42 is coming to an end. Now, the group we spoke to said they did try to go through the CBP One app. They said it either took too long to get their appointments or they just couldn't navigate it. They felt this was the only option they had. Meantime, Border Patrol agents tell me they do expect activity to pick up here over the next few weeks. In Nogales, Allison Rodriguez, 12 News.